Salut à tous et à toutes, j'espère que vous allez bien. En tout cas, ça va nickel. On se retrouve aujourd'hui sur Bonjour, et on va constater la vraie.
What now? Ah, an intruder. Of course. I was warned the paradigm would test me, and here you have arrived. Yes. Dispatching you may yet grant me the opportunity to show my unimpeachable quality.
Hostile subject may be suffering an acute case of megalomania. Caution is advised.
Seen this before. All that pressure from trying to live perfect. Some subjects pop a lid. We should mind what we say unless we want this conversation to be real short.
Come then, infiltrator, test me. Perform your part in this grand drama, but be forewarned. I am not easily made prey. Tell me, does it ease your conscience to imagine me as some foaming mongrel, a raving bedlamite baying for blood? Oh yes, I've heard the rumors. Montelli's turned cruel. Montelli's lost his wits. Montelli's going to string us all up and watch our skeletons dance. So much breath wasted on nervous scuttle. I'm killing traitors, seditionists. I am purging our prized garden of chokeweed and all manner of slithering things. My methods may seem callous, but a swift response to treason is necessary to prevent this crisis from worsening.
Plus je traîne ici, plus Auntie's Choice me semble être la meilleure option pour Arcadia.
Auntie's Choice, bah! The invaders are vacuous opportunists dead from the collar up. They would not have found purchase here if not for the festering rot already in our soil.
Je ne pense pas que le souverain apprécierait ce genre de propos.
Prove me false. You cannot. Our great protectorate has lost its way. Years of comfort and plenty have softened us, made us weak, undisciplined. If only the sovereign heeded his consul's wisdom, he could restore the protectorate's honor, instead of shaming his forebears by leaving such a grave task to others like myself.
Ce que vous avez fait ici est criminel. Je sais de quoi je parle.
Perhaps by whatever awful passes for your laws. By protectorate standards, I've satisfied my mandate to protect this station from all threats, without and within. But now we have bandied enough words. Your time has come, infiltrator. Any final sentiment you wish to impart to the Aether?
Je suis miséricordieux. Je vous laisse une dernière chose à vous rendre.
An offer unasked for, unwanted, and summarily rejected. For crimes against our perfect sovereignty and conspiracy to commit the same, I hereby sentence you to death.
Not friendly lifeline.
Ain't ready yet. I'm the one you need to worry about. You lot couldn't hit the broadside of a freighter.
Hein, j'ai ramassé des balles, ramassé aucune balle, c'est pas normal ça.
Waste them. On your command. I'm at it. Over here. Guns cocked and loaded. Just get... Hey! That is not the one you need to worry about.
J'avoue que c'est la merde, on a pas de munitions, ça ramène des drones.
Let me know when you needed a stretch. I'm at it. You couldn't hit the broadside of a freighter. They did me in. Help me out.
Resuming hostilities.
Knew you had
Ready to assist with agent's help.
Pas de balle, putain.
This unit patiently awaits repair.
ready
Your battery unit requires service. Resuming
Sure do go
hostilities.
through ammo, don't you? Not to worry. We can always craft us more.
Enfin, parce qu'on en aura piégé quand même. Ouais, c'est bon.
We should keep moving, Commander. I'll see what I can do.
Artisanat. Ça. Bon, toujours pas ce qu'il faut.
Entering the control room. Commencing search for clues. Subject: Agent DeVries. Tablette de chocolat douteuse, tablette de douceur au chocolat blanc, vous perturbe. De Vries n'a pourtant pas l'air d'être une mécène dans l'art de la confiserie. Vous ouvrez l'emballage et vous trouvez un code d'accès arborant le sceau du directoire terrien. Dommage, vous aurez bien eu envie de chocolat. Mais une carte d'accès devrait faire l'affaire. On dirait qu'elle peut être insérée. C'est incroyable ça. C'est-à-dire qu'en gros, c'est là. Voilà le message. Code du directoire. Il est grand temps que nous fassions l'ordre à suivre la bonne voie. Et le satellite de surveillance du directoire terrien stationné en périph' d'Arcadia nous fournira les outils nécessaires pour cela. Il collecte des informations depuis avant mon arrivée ici. J'ai surveillé, camouflé et supprimé les rapports en parlant depuis. Je peux malheureusement pas accéder aux informations qui sont stockées sans être sur place et nous devons donc le faire se poser. Et quand je dis nous, je veux dire vous. Je sais que vous trouverez un moyen d'accéder aux émetteurs de l'observatoire. Vous devrez transmettre mon ancien code du directoire terrien pour accéder au système de guidage et modifier sa trajectoire. Je pourrai ensuite le récupérer. Le temps est venu d'agir à ce propos. Dites, vous savez qui de ne jamais utiliser son nom ou le mien lors de nos échanges. Mieux encore, dites-lui de ne pas communiquer du tout et de se concentrer sur son travail. Augustine de Vries. Augustine, vos sermons me lassent. Excusez-moi. Pour mener à bien notre noble dessein, je dois mobiliser toute ma concentration sans la moindre interruption. Je ne suis pas l'un de vos subalternes abrutis, prêts à tuer sans aucune hésitation. Mon travail constitue le cœur de votre objectif sanglant. Si quelque chose devrait m'arriver à moi ou à un autre ici, je loge songer à ce que vous devriez accomplir, ou ce que deviendrait Arcadia. Nous avons reçu l'assurance que vos préparatifs sont aussi essentiels que les nôtres, mais le danger nous talonne ici à Golden Ridge. Je n'y vends d'aucun préparatif de votre camp pour intervenir en notre faveur. Mais ne vous inquiétez pas, outre mesure, parenthèse, ce n'est pas de toute façon pas votre genre, nous serons prêts lorsque ce sera nécessaire, sauf incident. J'ajoute que je continuerai à communiquer de la manière qui me semble appropriée.
I don't know who you are or how you accessed my private terminal, but it won't do for prying eyes to have evidence of my activities. I've triggered the Vox Relay failsafe ejection routine. But worry not. After launching, the station will take several minutes to achieve its pre-programmed self-destruct altitude, so you'll have plenty of time to enjoy the ride before your death.
Je pense qu'on a assez appris ici.
Now we know why Montelli locked the engines. He planned to crash the box into Fairfield. Maybe he could do something to change the trajectory on the control panel. Gonna try, right?
This unit strongly recommends evacuating immediately.
Evacuate.
On a un peu d'évacuer, Manu. C'est ce qu'on est en train de faire. Je vais aller acheter des balles. Grenade. Ah, chemin. Ça coûte combien? Voilà. Ah, on se casse. Ouais, je veux plus changer l'arme. Oh, j'allais dire.
And I'll take care of him, Commander.
Standing by with life support.
Mais
Guns cocked and loaded. Just get the signal.
ça va tirer dessus, je sais pas. Non. Ah là,
Not getting up without help, Commander.
Lieutenant is concerned for the commander's well-being.
Knew you had my back.
voilà. Ouais, on peut se barrer. On avait rien d'autre à faire ici. Attends, il y a les quêtes qu'on a à côté, qu'on est là. Ah. Ah. Non, parce que cette zone-là, je l'ai pas explorée. Bon, en tout cas, je sais qui c'est, j'ai tout nettoyé, donc sur ça, on est tranquille. Ah putain, ça.
Take a look at those corpses they've got strung up. Wait, someone dead.
Decomposition rate 12, 17%.
Didn't really need to know that. Let's just respect the dead or very slowly dying, shall we?
We're closed.
L'ordre de l'ascendance est vertu à démontrer continuellement que la vérité de l'univers repose dans sa plus pure et parfaite expression mathématique, l'équation universelle, qui produit toute existence à travers son calcul parfait. Tout est possible tandis que notre connaissance de l'équation s'accroît. Nous nous rapprochons asymptotiquement de l'état idéal d'ascendance où nous nous unirons à l'univers, autrement dit, où nous connaîtrons l'esprit de l'architecte. L'architecte était-il un être? Pas dans le même sens que vous et moi, mais cela n'a aucun impact, figuré comme littéral, tout comme les termes d'une formule. L'architecte est de l'abstraction des énergies mathématiques parfaites. Si ce n'est inconnu, qui ont donné naissance à l'univers, nous rendons honneur au point zéro du dessin avec ce nom, et nous donnons au point oméga de l'équation la même frontière. Ainsi, remercions l'architecte de nous avoir confié ce rôle dans ce dessin parfait, que ce soit comme mathématicien éclairé ou simple programmateur des automécas et de leur labeur manuel. Nous honorons l'équation et l'architecte à travers chacun de nos actes, aussi banal puisse-t-il sembler. Chaque acte est un pas de plus vers l'achèvement ultérieur de l'équation.
Did you not hear me? This place is closed. No learning today about how everything happens according to the obscure calculus of an indecipherable plan. Why are you asking? Who are you?
The people she tried to kill.
The architect. I had no idea. I wish I could say it was unbelievable. I was afraid she was becoming a danger to herself and to others. But this is horrifying.
Yeah, imagine how we feel. Why don't you tell us where she is so we can make sure she ain't being a danger to herself or others?
Moi, je laisse parler.
And how are you going to do that?
That ain't something you ought to be concerning yourself about.
If you think I'm going to help you do what I think you're talking about, you are deluded.
Il faut excuser Niels, il est contrarié, ça peut se comprendre.
It is of no matter, regardless. I do not know where she is. I haven't seen her since before the corporatists invaded the island. I'm afraid she's going to do something terrible, but I just don't know what. Maybe none of this would have happened had I not introduced her to Victor.
Vous accusez de Vry de comploter avec Victor, c'est ça?
How did... You saw her terminal, didn't you? Victor's an Order archivist. We were all friends for a time. But then, shortly before the schism, they started talking to some others inside the Order. That's when things became
tense. I started to become uneasy, scared, really. She kept getting angrier with the Order the more she worked with Victor and her other contacts. On top of everything else, it became just too much for me.
Elle parlait un peu trop de la série Les Sentinelles contre la secte du corporatisme. Non.
Among other things. For some reason, she was obsessed with the cliffhanger ending of Chapter 6. It was the one where capitalist fanatics brought complete destruction upon Arcadia. But you know how it works. It was somehow miraculously saved at the beginning of the next chapter. Didn't matter to DeVries, though. She just kept going over it and over it. Would have talked to a Crabble about it if there was no one else to listen. That and the invasion itself set her mind to dark things. I begged her not to go down that road again.
Le reprendre.
She was so agitated when I first met her. Must have been 7, going on 8 years ago now. She never slept, didn't talk to anyone if she could avoid it. After we became friends, she began to change. Still bothered her from time to time, but I thought it mostly behind her. I couldn't watch her go back to how she'd been. Or worse.
Vous avez mentionné un schisme.
The Order used to be part of the Protectorate. For most of my life, they seemed one and the same. But soon after the invasion, the Order renounced them as no longer fit to lead. They said they'd lost their way, and worse, were in violation of the grand plan. Suddenly, something we'd been told was the ultimate truth our whole life was deemed heresy. We were told to believe in the paradigm instead, which seemed an awful lot like the same plan, worded in a way that made the Protectorate themselves the ultimate truth.
Et quoi? Vous avez tous fait semblant d'y croire.
We are trained from birth to believe anything they tell us. When the alternatives are death or having them forcibly recalibrate your gray matter, it is surprisingly easy.
Tout ça, c'est fascinant, mais j'ai besoin de la retrouver avant qu'elle ne fasse quelque chose de dramatique. Au revoir.
I know I've no right to ask this of you, but when you find her, please remind her of who she used to be. She's unwell, but I know there's still hope for her.
C'est beaucoup demandé, qu'est-ce que j'y gagne?
Beyond doing the right thing? I don't know. I have nothing to offer. Except... Not sure if this will help you, but she did use the same code for everything. 15-778. I even used it to search her safe after she left Fairfield.
That is Agent DeVries' identification code, Commander.
She said it had some meaning from her previous life. I'd hoped she'd left something for me, but the safe was empty.
C'est tout, un code. Cela n'empêchera pas de la tuer.
I understand. Perhaps it actually is for the best. I truly cannot say.
Bon, cette quête a été faite. On va aller là-bas. Ça va m'éviter de courir comme un débile et ça va plus vite. Oui, j'ai des points. Neil s'expose au tir ennemi pour protéger ses camarades. Elle prend la cible. Neil tirera aussi occasionnellement sur les ennemis, ne les ciblant pas. Ok. Et elle... Ok. Les dégâts, surprise plus 100. Voilà, voilà, maintenant.
Mass quantities of organic decomposition detected. Area may be hazardous to living organisms.
Bits, don't get any closer to it.
Close.
You void-brained idiot. Put down the bottle and stop doing...
La photo de la feuille. Ok, je suis mort. Bon, on va passer au niveau de la feuille, on va pas faire de la même connerie. Et du coup, ça me met pas si je passe pas à côté.
Gary? For the love of bits, don't get any closer to it.
Voilà. Bon, ça me valide.
Void-brained idiot. Put down the bottle and stop...
Engage hostile life form. You may demons
Voilà.
Seems nowhere on planet outside of all that for.
Rapport d'observation de la caserne. Bon, je vais essayer. Hop.
I'll take fighting raps
Post
over little
ah, il y a un truc intéressant.
Neutralizing unfriendly.
I know I've been pushing to find DeVries, so this might seem a bit of a left turn, but void it. I'm just gonna ask. Got an old friend here on the island, the doctor who patched me up after Horizon Point. Ex-protectorate, a good man. Tracked him to Westport a short time ago, but never got up the nerve to visit. Reckon we could drop by and pay him a visit? Brief one, of course.
Je veux bien rencontrer votre ami.
Not sure he'd still consider me such, but that's part and parcel of the reason I want to see him. I had some bad years on my own. Now with you here, being part of a team, this might sound a mite soppy, but I feel like I could be a proper agent again. That starts with writing accounts. This friend of mine, Zebulon Tran, I let him down. And I've been chewing on that live wire for a while. Too long, maybe.
Vous avez besoin d'un topo sur les normes de sécurité électrique?
Much as I might love to jaw about that special interest of mine, this business with Zeb's gotta come first.
Que s'est-il passé entre vous deux?
After I recovered from Horizon Point, Zeb and I ran together for a spell, doing what we could to help folks in difficult spots. Fighting protectorate tyranny in small ways. Too small for Zeb, as it turned out. He was unhappy before I showed up, and after, well, all my directorate talk fired him up even more. I had my orders. I was to stay low. Couldn't let the protectorate catch wind of an Earth Directorate agent in its midst. But Zeb, he kept pushing to take more extreme action.
Il n'y a rien de mal à ça, le protectorat est une dictature et il doit être détruit.
I agree. But the problem with burning down the system is finding ways out for all the innocent folk trapped inside it. That wasn't the goal anyway. Just helping out where we could. We worked hard, but the Protectorate's arbiters and sentinels worked harder. Often than not, our help only made targets of the folks whose lives we were trying to improve. Didn't matter what we did. Arcadia was still caught under the Protectorate's boot.
Vous avez tenté de faire ce qui vous paraissait juste, c'est ça, la mission des agents du directoire terrien.
Wouldn't have expected you to see it that way, given all your talk of trusting no one and looking out for myself. But maybe we've both done some growing since then. Anyway, things weren't good. Zeb and I couldn't find the rhythm we had before. We were arguing every day. Eventually, cutting ties just seemed for the best. Clean like. Only later I learned Zeb hadn't given up the struggle like I assumed he would. He got to stay in mental refreshment for his trouble. That's the last I heard of him, till recent.
Il n'est jamais trop tard pour réparer ses erreurs passées. Allons voir votre ami.
Much appreciated, Commander. Promise, I won't be making a habit of pulling skeletons out of my closet. Westport's on the east side of the island. I tracked Zeb to somewhere on its outskirts, but never got up the nerve to visit before now. We ought to start there.
Ain't as tough as you thought. Hey you! Get over here before you get yourself killed! No, you ain't got what I need. And you can't come stumbling around here looking like prey. These raps ain't had a bite to eat since their pods dropped from the look of it. And a desperate rapt is a dangerous rat.
Vous avez l'air un peu déçu.
That obvious, huh? Yeah, I was hoping there'd be something worth harvesting. Something worth the trouble of killing the poor creature. But hope is the father of disappointment.
Vous êtes une sorte de chasseuse?
If the occasion calls for it. But I fancy myself something of a biologist. Or, at least I used to. Me and raptidons, we're well acquainted. I know their patterns, behaviors, attacks. Know what gives them an edge around folk who ain't in possession of that knowledge. Which is why I gotta ask, what are you doing here?
Le commandement corps m'envoie chercher un moyen d'accéder au CRA.
Oh, that's a high-profile target. Huh. If she entrusted that to you, then I reckon we're on the same side. Or something like it. I'm Inez Silung, Auntie's choice. Former combat medic in the Enhanced Soldier Division. Now, menial troubleshooter. Minister Milver Street of Fairfield sent me here to retrieve some information. Not my most exciting assignment, but suppose we can't expect much with the stalemate on this island. I'll admit I was eager for some good hunting around here. My arm, my graft, needs some bolstering. But if the raps here are as weak as this one, it won't help me none.
Je crois que je n'avais jamais rencontré de soldat greffé.
If you had, you'd know. Unless you're accustomed to seeing folk roaming around with exposed muscle fibers or stunted extra limbs on their backs.
Je ne me moque pas, je discute juste.
Sorry. Guess I'm just used to folks staring real hard and then steering clear. I'm considered a liability. My graph's all wrong. Most everyone else who got one passed or became permanently incapacitated. So they shuttered the program. It was a total failure. Everyone in Fairfield reckons my time will come soon too. But I'm still mostly upright. For now.
Et vous cherchez maintenant l'occasion de leur donner tort, c'est ça?
I just know I can do more for Auntie and for the war. It's just this damn contract. Unless I can amend it so I might fix my graft, proving myself ain't happening anytime soon. Weren't many of us grafted soldiers to begin with. To think I'm one of the lucky ones.
Vous parlez du département des soldats améliorés. Ne pourrait-il pas vous aider?
No. Enhanced Soldier Division was the fancy public-facing name for the grafting program. And when I say it was shuttered, I mean completely fucking demolished. Bet they'd erase it from the financial records if they could. It was that much of an embarrassment. In the wake of such a failure, it's left us grafted folks with no support. I only been able to treat my own ailments thanks to Doc Tinsley in Fairfield. She worked for the program for a time. She's a good one.
Vous lui avez demandé de l'aide?
She's bound by contract to work on whatever task Fairfield's illustrious leader set her to, nothing else. But she also ain't quite got the hang of the employment thing.
J'espère que les choses vont s'arranger pour vous. On se recroisera peut-être.
Get the feeling you will. Go on now. There's probably plenty of Protectorate info waiting to be scooped up if you're keen. Just mind the raps. I got what I came for, so I reckon it's time to see about my contract. Law knows I could use a lucky break.
Just me, or did Inez remind you of Helen? Tough like her. Shame she's Andy's choice.
Ready to take the heat off you, Commander. Let's stay with.
La porte est barricadée. Je peux passer par en haut. Le dossier indiquant que le ministère a 247 jours de retard dans la transmission d'informations essentielles au CRA de Florian. Imprimer le laissez-passer suivant. Ah oui, le coffre que j'ai récupéré. Bon, on va arrêter la vidéo pour aujourd'hui. En tout cas, j'espère qu'elle vous a plu. Si c'est le cas, n'hésitez pas à liker, partager et vous abonner si ce n'est pas déjà fait. Portez-vous bien, à la prochaine. Ciao.